God says, this is not a drill. This is not a coincidence. And this message is not just another one to scroll past. This one was divinely timed with precision. Heaven counted every second and waited for this hour. There are exactly 2 hours left before something irreversible happens unless you see the truth. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. This message is not for the crowd. It's not for those around you who gossip and guess. It's not for the ones who pretend to love you in public but speak against you in secret. It's only for you. And heaven made sure it reached your hands at the right time. Not a minute too late. Because what's happening behind the scenes is far more serious than you realize. And yes, your name has come up in a legal conversation you weren't supposed to know about. There's a family member. Someone you trust, or once trusted. This week, they are meeting with a lawyer. Your name is on that paper. Your rights are being discussed. And what's worse, you were not invited to defend yourself. Heaven saw this from the start. God heard it before the words were even spoken. And now that the hour of exposure has come, He refuses to let you stay in the dark. Do you understand what's unfolding? The betrayal is not new, but this attempt, this plan to make you powerless through silence and secrecy, this is the final straw. And now heaven has launched a full spiritual alert. You are being pulled out of the shadows of someone else's deception. Finally, God is exposing this woman. She is not who you think she is. She's hiding more than just intentions, she's hiding documents, plans, and conversations that are set to affect your future. This woman, yes, the one you've tried to trust, the one you've given chances to, is tied to the family member meeting the lawyer. And together, they have whispered things into legal ears that make you look irresponsible, unworthy, or unstable. They think you'll never find out. They're smiling in your face while pulling strings behind the curtain. But God just tore the curtain down. That's why you're here. That's why you're reading. Because the divine is done being silent about this. Your whole life, people tried to paint you as fragile, too emotional, or too soft. But God never saw you that way. Heaven sees the truth. You are powerful. You are chosen. You are protected. And that's exactly why this secret meeting is so dangerous, because they want to remove you from what is rightfully yours. This isn't just family drama. This is inheritance. This is legacy. This is spiritual authority being tampered with. And God says, no more. Michael has been sent to fight this battle in the unseen realm. His sword has been unsheathed. His wings have already covered you in your sleep. He has seen every email, every message, every forged signature, every moment they tried to erase your voice. And now the truth is flooding through the spirit realm, crashing through this message into your hands. Because the hourglass is almost empty. You have 2 hours left before this next legal move becomes official. But God always gets the final word. They tried to push you out quietly. They hoped you'd be too distracted, too broken, too tired to notice. But heaven says your soul was never asleep. That's why you kept feeling uneasy. That's why you couldn't rest at night. That's why you've had dreams lately that made no sense, dreams of houses, keys, bags, courtrooms, family members from the past. Your spirit was trying to tell you that a shift was coming. And now here it is. This woman, the one God is exposing now, she is working under the pretense of love and concern. She's been telling others that you can't handle the responsibility, or you shouldn't be involved, or it's for your own good. But those are just carefully chosen lies. Behind closed doors, she's smiling over the idea of you being left out. She's pushing for decisions to be finalized without your input. And in the eyes of the world, she will look innocent. But heaven knows the truth. And God is going to make it known. Publicly. Completely. Irreversibly. Because this is bigger than paperwork. It's bigger than a family feud. This is a spiritual battle for your voice, your value, your victory. This is about what you've earned through pain. What's been assigned to you from heaven itself. And when you carry that kind of light, it intimidates people who have no access to it. That's why they try to block it. Because they can't replicate what you carry. But they underestimated one thing. God is still with you. He never left. Not during the years they ignored you. Not during the season they lied about you. Not during the moments you cried alone. He was watching. He was storing every tear. And now he's opening the heavenly courtroom. Michael is your witness. Angels are surrounding your case. Divine intervention is being released. But you must wake up fully. This message is your call. Your final warning. Your final invitation before the 2 hours run out. If you're feeling a fire rise up in you right now, that's not fear. That's divine ignition. That's your spirit remembering what it came here to do. You didn't come to this life to be invisible. You didn't survive everything just to be erased at the finish line. You are more than a story they tell when you're not in the room. You are a child of the highest God. And He does not let His children be tricked without sending a trumpet blast of truth. Here's what's coming next. You will begin to feel a shaking. Certain family members will behave oddly. You'll sense confusion, restlessness, even sudden avoidance. That's the beginning of the unraveling. Documents may suddenly go missing or be delayed. People you haven't heard from in months may try to casually contact you. Watch closely. These are not coincidences. These are heaven's clues. You are about to hear something by accident, a phone call you weren't supposed to hear, a screenshot someone sends you by mistake, a conversation that leaks. That's the Holy Spirit making sure you get the evidence. Don't dismiss it. Don't minimize it. Don't say, "I'm just overthinking." You're not. You're finally thinking with your spirit instead of your trauma. And your spirit knows what time it is. You were never meant to be weak. You were trained for this. The battles you fought were preparation. The isolation you endured was training. The silence they gave you was space for God's voice to grow louder. And now, your voice is about to be restored. Legally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, completely. But you must stay awake. You must not walk away from this message thinking it's symbolic or metaphorical. It's literal. This week. A lawyer. Your name. A woman. A secret. And yet, heaven is 3 steps ahead. God already planned for this. He already sent people to speak on your behalf. He already appointed divine warriors to go before you. But He will not override your free will. That's why you have to say yes. You have to open your mouth. You have to reclaim your space. Your blessing. Your inheritance. Your truth. The exposure of this woman is not for drama, it's for deliverance. You are being delivered from a web of deception that started before you were even born. A cycle passed down. A legacy of hiding things. A culture of silence. But it ends with you. You are the breaker of chains. You are the voice of truth. You are the light that can't be hidden anymore. The hour of silence is over. And the countdown has begun. 2 hours left. Michael says, "I order you to open this." That means your obedience is tied to the miracle. That means your awareness is tied to the justice. That means your breakthrough is tied to your choice right now. Don't delay. Don't dismiss this. Don't think you'll deal with it later. There is no later. There is now. And now is holy. Now is appointed. Now is the hour of unveiling. The legal system may not be fair. But God is just. And His justice is swift. Your name will not be erased. Your rights will not be stolen. Your light will not be hidden. Because God Himself has stepped into the courtroom. And when He speaks, every other voice must go silent. Archangel Michael is stepping forward because time is crucial. Heaven operates on divine appointments, and this one is unfolding fast. In the next 2 hours, decisions are being finalized. Legalities are being shaped. Conversations are being arranged. You must stay alert. Not to fight with your hands, but to prepare with your heart. Because what the enemy meant for manipulation, God is about to flip for manifestation. What was hidden will be revealed. What was withheld will be released. You've cried about the injustice. You've asked God when it would change. You've been tired of cycles, of feeling like others have access to something you were promised. But the truth is, you were being prepared for something sacred. You were never forgotten. You were being preserved. Now, the door is opening, but it must be handled with wisdom, not fear. The angelic realm has already intervened to make sure no harm touches you. You are protected. What is yours cannot be stolen. They're talking about you. But not all talk is evil. Some conversations are being led by the Spirit even through unaware vessels. God can use anyone, even someone with impure motives, to open a path for His child. You are that child. They may be seeking personal gain, but God is using their hands to sign a blessing meant for you. This is bigger than money. It is tied to generational shifts. There's something ancestral connected to this, something that should have reached you long ago, but was delayed by hands that didn't want you to rise. But now the delay has expired. The angels are moving. Archangel Michael is overseeing this entire divine operation. You must know that your silence has been your strength. Your patience has been noticed in the heavenly courts. Your pain did not disqualify you, it purified you. You have kept walking when you could have collapsed. You have kept forgiving when bitterness seemed easier. You have kept believing even while surrounded by lies and betrayal. And now, the reward is coming. This is a week of exposure, and the exposure is not sent to embarrass but to align. You needed to know the truth, not the sugar-coated version, not the excuse-filled explanations, but the divine truth. The family member who is meeting with that lawyer holds a piece of your destiny, but they do not own it. You do. Your inheritance is not just financial. It is spiritual. It is emotional. It is restoration in every form. What was lost will be returned. What was denied will be given freely. What was hidden will be brought to light. God says, I have not allowed this information to reach you by chance. This message is timed by me. You were meant to see it at this precise hour so you could prepare your heart, increase your faith, and open your spiritual ears. I am not asking you to confront with anger, I'm asking you to prepare with reverence. Heaven is about to do what only heaven can do. You may be tempted to panic. Don't. You may feel the urge to take matters into your own hands. Don't. I am the God who sees all, hears all, knows all, and I do not lose cases. I am the advocate that stands higher than any lawyer. I am the judge that rules with mercy and justice. I have seen the years that were stolen from you. I have seen the trust that was betrayed. And I am not letting you walk into your future empty-handed. There is a shift in your favor. People are starting to see the truth. Eyes that were blind are opening. Hearts that were hardened are softening. Even if it doesn't look that way now, the transformation has already begun in the spirit. You are not being left out. You are being called forward. This moment is sacred. You must treat it as such. Stay calm. Stay surrendered. Stay prayerful. Stay open. I will speak to you in dreams. I will confirm through signs. I will reveal without delay. Archangel Michael is standing guard at your door. Nothing can cross the line unless I allow it. And if I allow it, I will use it for your good. Every phone call this week, every conversation behind closed doors, every signature, every file, it's all being filtered through my will. No enemy can overwrite what I have decreed. You are stepping into divine clarity. You are stepping into revelation. The mystery is unraveling. The reason you felt something off in your spirit was because your spirit was detecting movement in the unseen. You are more powerful than you know. You are more connected to heaven than you realize. You didn't miss anything. You didn't mess anything up. You didn't fall behind. You are right where I need you to be, and now, I need you to trust me fully. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Keep your eyes on me. What I'm doing now will make sense soon. You may think you're not ready for what's coming. But I say you are. You were born for this time. You were made to carry the weight of this blessing. You were chosen to be the one who breaks the curse, who lifts the name, who restores the honor, who plants the seed for future generations. What they tried to block, I'm about to release. What they tried to erase, I'm about to rewrite in your favor. You will not be overlooked. You will not be robbed. You will not be last. I saw how you stayed quiet when you could have shouted. I saw how you protected even those who hurt you. I saw how you remained humble when others gloated. And now, I am vindicating you. I am restoring you. I am exalting you. Not for your ego, but because I reward the heart that stays faithful when everything else falls apart. 2 hours. That is all the time left before a moment that will change the course of your life begins to unfold. Archangel Michael says this is not a suggestion, it is a divine command. He says, I order you to open this right now. Because heaven is witnessing something that your eyes have not yet seen. A family member is in conversation, preparing to meet with a lawyer. And what you don't know is that your name has come up. Not once. Not twice. But repeatedly. And not just as a mention, but as a focus. Something serious is being written. Something is being prepared. And heaven is shouting from above, you need to know this now. This is not a warning meant to create fear. It is an alert sent in love. Because God will always protect His children. And right now, protection is reaching for you in real time. Your life has felt unsettled lately. You've sensed a stirring in your spirit. That's not anxiety, it's divine awareness. God has been trying to prepare your heart. He's been trying to tell you, something big is happening behind closed doors. And what's being said in your absence will have an impact on your future, unless you invite God into it now. Archangel Michael says you've been feeling things you couldn't explain. You've been sensing something isn't right. And your intuition was not wrong. That strange silence from certain people? That sudden distance? That shift in behavior from family members who once smiled in your face? It wasn't random. It wasn't your imagination. It was spiritual. Because the enemy doesn't just attack through strangers. Sometimes, he works through familiar faces. And one of those faces is meeting with someone legal this week. Something involving money. Something involving family property. Something involving rights, names, documents, signatures, and yours is one of the names they're talking about. God says, rest assured, you are safe. Nothing will go wrong for you, because heaven is already ahead of the plan. But you must listen. You must pray. You must let your spirit rise above distraction. Because the enemy wants you asleep. The enemy wants you confused. The enemy wants you looking the other way while decisions are being made. But heaven is opening your eyes. Right now. Through this message. Through this moment. Because your destiny cannot be mishandled by the schemes of man. The family member in question does not know the whole truth. They are being influenced. They are hearing one-sided stories. They are being led to believe that excluding you or overriding your rights is justified. But God says, I see it all. I know what you were promised. I know what was meant for you. And I will not allow the inheritance of the righteous to be stolen in the dark. Every secret conversation will be exposed. Every hidden agenda will be revealed. Every deceptive word will crumble when my truth enters the room. Archangel Michael says you have warriors in the spirit fighting on your behalf. This is not a time to shrink. This is not a time to panic. This is a time to prepare your soul. Your name is not being erased. It is being written in heavenly ink. And no lawyer, no document, no human authority can erase what God has decreed over your life. You are stepping into divine favor, even while others plot. They may be trying to organize a future without you, but God is organizing a destiny no one can steal. This week is sacred. This week is pivotal. This week, the atmosphere around your name is being charged with spiritual power. People may be plotting for selfish gain, but God is shifting the tables. The same person who is now working in secrecy will be silenced by divine justice. And you will be vindicated. You will be remembered. You will be honored. You have spent years wondering why certain things didn't come to you sooner. You have spent days questioning why the family never gave you what was rightfully yours. But God is telling you now, it wasn't lost. It was preserved. For this moment. For such a time as this. And now, it's time for the unsealing to begin. Documents will be reviewed. Letters will be revealed. Conversations that took place behind closed doors will come to light. And where your name was once ignored, it will now be the key. Do not fear. Do not retaliate. Do not go chasing explanations. Let God be your defender. Let Archangel Michael do what he does best, protect, uncover, and bring heavenly judgment to situations that were never meant to be decided by man alone. There is divine order being restored. There is heavenly reversal taking place. What was meant to be kept from you will now be handed to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The enemy is trembling because you are awakening. You are no longer blind to manipulation. You are no longer passive about your promise. You are spiritually alert, and heaven is rejoicing because you chose to open this now. You chose to hear the call. And because you responded, divine action has already begun. The angels are moving. The spirit realm is aligning. Your blessing is protected. And no legal meeting, no family manipulation, no earthly attempt can interfere with the will of God. There is something important you need to understand. This lawyer, this conversation, it's not just about money. It's about legacy. It's about generational promises. It's about things God planned for your bloodline, and the enemy is trying to rewrite the script. But God is the original author. And his pen never runs dry. No one can edit what he has written. No one can close the door he has opened. You are the rightful heir. You are not forgotten. You are divinely positioned. You may not know every detail, but you don't have to. Heaven does. God says, I am not asking you to fight. I'm asking you to trust. Trust me like never before. Speak my name when you wake. Whisper my promises before you sleep. Your job is to remain in me, and my job is to fight for you. I will not fail you. I will not allow anyone to prosper in wrongdoing. I will expose what needs exposing. I will shift the minds of those who are being misled. I will humble the proud. And I will lift you up in front of the very people who tried to ignore you. 2 hours. That is the window of divine preparation. Use this time to pray. Use this time to surrender. Use this time to speak the promises over your life aloud. Because when you speak, heaven echoes. When you pray, angels move. When you believe, mountains shift. Your faith is not weak. Your voice is not small. You carry divine authority, and the moment you use it, strongholds break. Chains fall. Doors open. You are not a victim. You are not an outsider. You are not the forgotten one. You are the protected one. You are the seen one. You are the called one. God knows the weight you've carried in silence. He knows the family dynamics that broke your heart. He knows the betrayal that came from people you once trusted. And now he says, enough. He is restoring what was stolen. He is healing what was broken. And he is rebuilding you into someone even stronger than before. This is the season of sudden revelation. Things you never knew will be revealed. Secrets that were hidden for years will surface. Conversations you were never meant to hear will find their way to you. And when they do, don't panic. Don't rush to react. Sit still. Let me show you what to do. I will give you wisdom that no one can argue with. I will guide your steps with such accuracy that those who doubted you will be stunned. I will make your name great, not for fame, but for the glory of my name. Your name is being discussed. But not just by people. It is being discussed in heaven. Angels are speaking it. Blessings are being released under it. Assignments are being fulfilled through it. Your name is on documents you haven't seen yet. Your name is on doors that are opening now. And no one can cancel it. No one can rewrite what I have already signed in the Spirit. So breathe. Exhale the fear. Inhale my peace. You are not in danger, you are in transition. You are not under attack, you are under divine surveillance. Every arrow thrown at you is being intercepted. Every lie spoken against you is being reversed. Every scheme formed without your knowledge is being dismantled. You are covered. You are secure. You are rising. The lawyer meeting will happen. The papers will be brought up. Your name will come across that desk. And when it does, my spirit will enter the room. The conversation will shift. The intention to exclude will falter. The heart that was hardened will begin to soften. Because I will not let my chosen be erased from what is theirs. Archangel Michael says you need to remain alert. Not paranoid, alert. Listen to your spirit. If something feels off, it probably is. If someone suddenly reaches out after a long silence, pause and pray before you respond. If someone tries to gain your trust quickly, be still. I will reveal what you need to know. I will protect you from hidden motives. I will give you dreams. I will send confirmations. You will not be confused. You will be clear. Because this time, you are not missing your moment. This time, you are not being left out. This time, you are being called forward. Every no in the past was a setup for this yes. Every delay was a divine alignment. Every closed door was protection. Now, the right door is opening. And what's behind it is yours, not because of who you know, but because of who you are in me. This is the hour of divine justice. This is the moment where your patience is rewarded. Where your faith is honored. Where your silence is answered. Where heaven rises to your defense. You will not be disappointed. You will not be denied. You will not be left out. 2 hours. That's all the time left. Not for fear, but for preparation. Speak my name. Declare my promise. And watch as I, the Lord your God, step in and show you what only I can do. If you believe in God,